Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram, and today's video will be my Q2 memory spreads flip. I actually realized like maybe a week or two ago, actually it was longer than that, but like actually like put it together a week or two ago. I've never done my Q2 flip. Because right around like mid Q3, a lot of stuff happened and I just never got around to it. And actually, I like to fill in my planner when I do my memory spreads flip throughs. So I literally just did it like maybe 2 nights ago, at least for Q2, so that we could do the Q2 flip. So I think I'm like into I finished Q3, but I haven't done the spreads. But like, look how chunky this is. She's getting chunky. I'm not sure. I was hoping to like reuse this planner, but who knows? We'll see what happens. But it's enough with the yammering. Let's get on with the flip through. All right. I don't know why I do this every time I move this planner around. After I like get it all framed and whatnot. So Q2 will start with April. Just throw you there. So April. So I think I don't remember when I started doing like these monthly sections. I know I was really good about doing the first one, and then I lost the scripts. I didn't lose the scripts. I forgot that I stuffed them in here. At some point during Q2, I think. So this is using just pieces from what is this one's called Graceful Rain, which was a collection I wanted to use this year, but I didn't. But I figured I could use bits and pieces of it for this kind of monthly cover page. Yeah, monthly cover page. And I also use some Planner Choco Rain Deco just to make use of any kind of glossy stickers that I have. So that is this kind of cover page. I wanted to do like a diagonal because the other ones I did kind of in like square or in like up in like this way or this way. So I wanted to try a diagonal. I'm not sure. I feel like this needs to be a little more centered, but that is that. So my April monthly. April is a month of rainy day kits plus an Easter kit, but it's a month of rainy day kits. So this first collection is a monthly from miss+meow. I believe this one was called Rainy Day. You can't get it now because she has outsourced her manufacturing, so all of her old kits had to go. So you can't get this now, obviously, but this is an example of a miss+meow monthly kit. You usually have the option of a decorative or a functional Polaroid sidebar. I feel like that's still true, but now the sidebars are on their own. I should double check that. I wish she would sell like the sidebars on their own, like in general. And yeah, I just wanted another rainy kit, just to kind of open this up. And plus I love Regina's stuff. I just didn't have a lot of room for her things this year. So this is that spread, pulled in some more silver foil, obviously, and yeah, any decos that are not the foils from Sadie stickers, most of it, but most of the decos is from this collection, plus like add-ons. Like this is foil add-ons, not foil, like deco add-ons from her collections. So that is for my April monthly. For the first spread in here, which is January, March 31st through April 6th, is using the Sadie stickers. Oh man, why didn't I pull out? I didn't pull out the stuff. I believe this was the June 2024 mystery was one of the mysteries. This is also foiled in silver. Most rainy kits do end up being foiled in silver, which it makes a lot of sense. It's a very cool color we usually associate with rain. I have my sidebar in here, like off, not where sidebars usually are. Has a call out to the beginning of the month. And this is when I got the foiled alcohol inks from Dash of Sun. I remember this is where the game change really kind of happens with my spreads, because this is the last spread before I got them. This is the first spread after I got them, and I was like, oh my god, I'm in love. So you'll see these foiled alcohol inks show up in a lot of spreads. I noticed I didn't use them rather recently, but they're like a new staple for me. I've picked up every colorway that she has so far. But yeah, so this is this spread here. A good Sadie's, a good classic Sadie stickers mystery collection. I really just love the moodiness of it all. And then this was chosen to go here because if you ignore the monthly, so this is kind of like a sunset, and this is your stormy evening. So that was my like rationale for placement of this kit here. On to the next one, which is Anne Hart's Planning, Reina, foiled in rose gold. I pulled in a few things from a lot of shops because Anne Hart's Planning is a shop that has a lot more functional things. It's a format I'm not really familiar with, and I find that I struggle with the collection, the kit format itself with the boxes and whatnot. So I did pull in quite a few things. This foiled film strip is from my good friend Jen. I used deco from the Pretty Pink Co. This is also a rippable washi from the Pretty Pink Co. I put the bottom washi up in the top because she does truncate her washies to delineate from the sidebar. And again, foiled alcohol inks. And yeah, I kind of played around. Like, this is definitely the star of the show here. And I fell in love with this collection for its purple tones. It's not necessarily like a rainy collection, but it had enough rainy elements that I put it here for that. Oh, and these are from Paper Trail Plans Advent. These were not Paper Trail Plans. Well, it was from Paper Trail Plans, but it was Letters to Apollo Advent. I really love those day covers. So that is this second week. The third week is the week of Easter. So I forewent my rainy theme and pulled in an Easter kit from Dash of Sun. This is called Bunny Trails. I actually this is her decorative kit. Decorative kits with the washi sampler. So this is without a standard weekly, which I felt really comfortable pulling in Chelsea's decorative kit only for a weekly spread, because she does offer a lot of like large decos. I would have been able to buy like the boxes a la carte from the shop, but I just chose not to, just to like challenge myself to kind of go into my stash, because I did have these like functional Medi boxes from Blissful Jayde in different colorways. I actually don't know if she has those in the shop anymore. I should double check. But I really wanted to play with a collection without the full boxes and see what I could come up with, it was really fun because it allowed for me to like play with these larger foil pieces, and this kind of started the trajectory of figuring out the balance between like full boxes and like larger scenes and larger foil scenes. So, like, I think here, right around this time of year, I think was really the big shift in a lot of shops towards incorporating decorative kits more and moving a bit away from the weekly kit format, or maybe putting a little more emphasis on a decorative kit. And I think it has merits because it has a little bit more flexibility for different planner styles. But at the same time, it's a little bit challenging if this is not something you're used to. So it was this was like my first real foray into a decorative kit. Only, has in like no weekly kit stuff. And yeah, of course I had to use it for Easter week, which is really freaking cute. I really love this large, I just love the large foil scenes, and like having, like, not having the full boxes allows for me to like have the space for these types of scenes. So that's it. Look at the little ducks. I love the little ducks and the little animals in this collection. So that's bunny trails. And then lastly, oh, I've not been saying what the weeks are. I'm so sorry. Well, you can fill in the gap for the last one. This is from April 14th through the 20th. And then the last week is going to be April 21st through the 27th. And I think I had another, yeah, I had Chelsea's Graceful Rain in place, like slotted for April of this year. This is, okay, there's a wire here, and I was like, oh my goodness, please tell me that's not been in frame this whole time. Let me check my framing. I'm a little cockeyed, sorry. But then she came out with this collection. Oh my goodness, what is this collection's name? I should know what its name is. If I don't remember while I'm talking about it, it's going to pop up in the corner. It probably has already popped up in the corner. But I really just love how this is more like the rainbow after the rain, and that felt like a very fitting end to April. After all of my rainy kits. And then the second, not issue I had, but the second thing I was thinking about is Graceful Rain. Has a lot of purple. It's got this purple blue colorway, which I kind of already have covered. So if I kept Graceful Rain, I would have had a lot of purple and blue for the month. Like this purpley blue. So it was nice to have this switch of blue with these bright pastels, and this is the combo standard weekly plus the decorative kit. I believe I got most everything for this collection. I did love it that much. I pulled the cloud rainbow washi up into the take cover area. I also added a splash of hollow in a few places. Because I do remember when Chelsea said that she was originally designing this, she was thinking of toying with hollow foil for it. I personally really love hollow foil, so I don't think you can go overboard with hollow foil, but I can see how it could be too much. I don't think so, but so I did add touches of hollow here and there. Like here's where you can really see it the most consistently. And then here, center bridge stuff, and then pulling in these petals and creating this little scene here. I really love how this all kind of really came together, and I really love the brightness of it after like these two gloomy rainbow rain kits. So yeah, that's really pretty. I love everything about this. Well, this was Monster Jam week. That day I poured before we went to go to Monster Jam, which was really funny. This worked out coincidentally. But yeah, this is really gorgeous. It's one of those kits I think everyone should have because it's just a fun, bright spring kit. Is it Chasing Rainbows? No, it's not Chasing Rainbows. I don't remember now, but it's gorgeous, and I love the little touches of hollow that I added throughout. So this is for the last week of April. Now we move on over to May. May is a month of purple floral kits, as in kits that are heavily floral with purple in their color palette somewhere. This I created using Fashion Doll from TaylorMade. And then these are actually florals from a Blissful Jayde design kit. I think it was called like Lavendar something. I don't have it off the top of my head. I will find out. It'll go up in the corner. So that's just this monthly call out here. And then my monthly cover. This is my monthly spread using leftovers from Lilac Dreams. I really love this collection. It's a stunning collection that you'll see like the full spread later in the month. Just something about this one just sang to my soul, and I had to have it even though I didn't really need it. And like I used the leftovers to create these little collage moments and just fill in the gaps. And I really like how this monthly turned out. And like monthlies kind of how do I want to say, challenge me to embrace like the white space, because if I filled everything up it would really look cluttered. So it really kind of forces me to rein it in. So that is monthly. Our first spread in May, which is from April 28th through May 4th, is Wings from Starlight Paper. I sat down and was like, I haven't done a double center sidebar yet, so why not just try that out? And then I felt like since I didn't really have, like, I don't know, I felt like I wanted to just kind of frame everything and try out this like lining the columns with foil thing, with the just line my columns. It just sounded funny when I said that. I really feel like, even though nothing like really special happened this week, I just really wanted to commemorate this this technique, I guess, with a really special spread. It is foiled in light gold. It's no longer available in the shop. I grabbed this before she closed. It definitely gave me like ACOTAR vibes for some reason. I think it was like this guy, and then where's the fountain? There's a fountain. I don't know why, but it just made me think of ACOTAR. There's fairies in it. I should do another double center sidebar. I have not done one in quite a while. Kitty. It's got kitties. It's got butterflies. Gold is, I would say behind hollow, gold is my second favorite foil color. It's probably my more used foil out of the three core. And yeah, I just really like how this came out. And then unfold the magic of your wings. Like, we need to start off like spring proper with some good magic, right? So that is the first spread in May. For the second week of May, which is May 5th through 11th, this is Mother's Day week. This is the Sadie Stickers February 2024 mystery. This was the mystery where the mood board actually made me finally subscribe to the Sadie Stickers mystery. It is foiled in silver. It's got like this secret garden vibe to it. Let's see what's so special. Not special, but like, what do I want to point out here? I did use a color wash. This is from Rose Colored Days, and if you look really carefully, those are actually snowflakes, but since they're so like tiny and delicate, I feel like they didn't really stick out too much. This is also a full box up here with a ribbon from Starlight Paper for the month call out. I have my, center bridge here. And this is where I really kind of embrace the bows. This is where the bows really start to like come into my identity as a memory planner, and all the coquetteness this is like really where it's starting to, I think, seep in and become part of my style, even though I've never really considered myself a bow girl, but lo and behold, I am. So, silver, very pretty, pink, girlish, perfect for Mother's Day. Very cute. I love it. And, there's lace. The lace seemed to be fitting with this collection here. And that's kind of, I think that's kind of all I really have to say about, like, this spread as a whole. The following week, which is May 2nd to the 18th, this is Lilac Dreams from the Pretty Pinko. Funny enough, I actually did this month section, or this monthly cover, like, I don't know, like a month, maybe 2 months after this. And I was like, oh, this fashion girl works perfectly. And I didn't realize that she's the exact same fashion girl, but like that just goes to show how well, like in my head, that she pairs with this color palette. I did use these like mandala headers. These, I believe, are from Honey Inked, Rose Colored Days. Ooh, I don't remember, but they were destashed to me, which is, I was not around when these were like really heavily used in the community a few years ago. I also pulled lace into this collection. It just really made sense, as you can see here. I do remember when I made the spread, I started with the center bridge and I worked this way, and then had my sidebar. Maybe I had my sidebar first and then I went to my center bridge. And I was trying to avoid like a ladder look, or not a ladder, a staircase look. But I ended up with like this box up by itself, and I felt like that looked really strange. So I kind of like MacGyvered this situation to kind of make these elements touch each other. I really love when I use a fashion doll, pairing it with like a floral box and kind of using that as a background or a backdrop to a fashion person. And did I say it was foiled in rose gold? I mean, it's different shops have like their rose golds all kind of look a little different, which is the one thing that really drives me crazy about rose gold. I would think I would love rose gold more, but because shops have different consistencies in their rose gold, it just drives me a little bit nuts. So that's this pretty guy right here. I just love how florally it is. And see, this is miss+meow's Countryside, foiled in silver for the week of May 19th through the 25th. I tried another set of stacked boxes here. I think what I really wanted to focus on is this horizontal sidebar. Check the framing. And also pulling in, I remember something distinctly over here, but I cannot remember exactly what it was now. Yeah, just remember, like, maybe it was the fact that I rotated this plan. I don't really remember. But, oh, we had our date this week. That was cute. Yeah, I really wanted to have this horizontal sidebar here. Kind of wish I extended it all the way down into here. or at least maybe put some deco here just to, because it went up, right? It went up into this section, so I wish I extended it down, but that's a different thing. But yeah, that's kind of it. Also, so this is a kit that's like got some purple in it, and that's got florals, but is not like purple florals, and that's why I'm like, well, it's got purple, it's got florals, it fits my criteria, we're good. And there's something that's like keeps snagging my attention, and I keep forgetting to talk about it. Oh, maybe it's like, I think my preference for purple kits is actually silver, and I find like, I feel like I am more of a cool toned foil person rather than a warm tone, because while I do like rose gold, I feel like I get more satisfaction with a silver or like a light gold spread. So I think like May is like three silver kits in a row, which was not intentional. And this was probably my last, this might have been my last of my Dash of Sun full length garlands, but she has new ones in the shop now, so I'm really excited to have to pick them up. I'm really excited about that because I do really love the look of the full length garland, even though you can't see it from here. But I was really sad when I used the last of those for this spread. But that's why we need to use our foil, right? Or stickers. So that is this week. And then for the last week, the transition week into June, this is a kit called Lavendar from JK Creates with elements of a sticker kit from Hattie Rose Designs, but I do not remember the name of it now. This element is from hers. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but any kind of washi paper element is definitely from Hattie Rose Designs. I believe I ordered that collection on washi. So that's how you'd be able to know, because JK Creates format at this time didn't really have a lot of deco, which if you, yeah, as we know, I have a very deco heavy kind of style. So to have a kit without a lot of deco is a little bit of a struggle for me. And also, like, JK Creates is a little more minimal, a little more functional than a lot of other shops. So I did have to go in and pull from, like, foil from other places. Like, I believe the hot air balloon was a freebie from Dash of Sun, actually. But I pulled in a lot from Sadie Stickers and Dash of Sun, probably. I know that one is from Starlight Paper, very distinctly. Did I just spell spaghetti wrong? Maybe I just spell it right now. It just looks wrong. But this is a collection or a spread that combines two shops so that I'm able to spread the little love a little bit more. And while it is a little more blue than I thought it was going to be, I said, you know what? I bought it for this month. The name's Lavendar. We're just going to roll with it. I make up the rules here, yes. Yeah, I love large florals. It's like, I really like the size of her florals. I wish the bleed line was a little smaller, but that's neither here nor there. And yeah, this is really pretty. I really love silver with butterfly kits. It's just something about it, man. It's just, not butterfly kits, purple kits. Butterfly kits too, but there's just something about silver foil in the spring. I don't know, it just hits right for me. So that's the last week of May. Flipping over to the last month we're going to look at here. This is June, and these are kit leftovers from a Starlight paper kit called Under the Sea, and I just wanted to use it. That's pretty much it. I didn't have a whole lot of leftovers, and I just wanted to use them. I've been trying really hard to, like, just use them in places I can think of. So it made a lot of sense to use it in June. June is kind of like, is June the start of summer? I didn't mark it on here, but June is the start of summer, right? And I felt like, I think I designed this monthly spread before I did this cover page. So to continue with the nautical theme just made a lot of sense to me. And I did use these kits. I did use this kit in a like throwback or a backpack plan with me. That's what I call them. And for an aquarium trip, I remember that. So that is my June cover. This is my June monthly using a Sunny Special, which is Dash of Sun's version of a mini kit. This one was called Nautical Grace. I just love the burgundies with the blue for this one. And I used date dots from somewhere. And oh, that's why I use like a lot of nautical themed kits, because we went to Baltimore at the end of the month. So just trying to find ways in which I can use other kit formats. Like I really do want to go and use like leftovers, but I do have other like mini kits. I have lots of mini kits that I'm just like, ooh, shiny and pretty, and just buy. So I'm trying to find different ways to incorporate them besides bullet journals. But I already have a backlog of stickers for my bullet journal too, and I want to be able to use new stickers in my bullet journal. So just trying to find different ways to use this kit format, which is really fun. I just love, like I said, I love the colors of this collection. This one was a yes for me as soon as I saw it. Yeah. So, Dash of Sun, Nautical Grace. On to the June weekly proper. This is this the March one? March 2024? I think. It's a Sadie's mystery. I don't remember which one. I'm pretty sure it's March. I know it's a 2024 one because I have this one. I got this one. This is like the lavender lemonade one. I couldn't really quite figure out like what exactly the theme was. Purple and yellow. Like, it's a cohesive color palette, but I'm just like, what are you trying to say? Maybe you're not trying to say anything, which is fine. But I was just very confused on what it was trying to tell me. For me, this leans a little bit more summer, with the bright yellows, which is why I put it here. This sidebar is probably a color wash from the Lilac Dreams collection I didn't end up using there. And then I tried to emulate the hot air balloon by layering some florals behind this balloon, but it didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. And yeah, it's a very pretty rose gold kit. I guess I prefer silver, so I'm like, it's pretty, but I think it would look better with silver. But that's just me. That's just me. And yeah, very shiny. I wanted to have kind of like this hot air balloon moment and have kind of it feel like anywhere there was a hot air balloon, like it was the sky. So here's like clouds to emulate the sky. Yeah, not much. I'm trying not to talk too much about the daily stuff, because, you know, you would have seen it in the actual plan with me. And this is, I don't think I said the dates, June 2nd to June 8th. Following this is an oldie from miss+meow Cherry, foiled in gold, and I can tell, you can see the, like, how the Regina's light gold is different than like the regular gold of other shops, which drives me a little crazy, but such is life. And I went and did a very kind of throwback or old school spread with everything in the columns, you know, your boxes with the headers and all of that. And it was just like a nice change, because I've been doing some pretty crazy stuff. And I also only had like the base kit plus maybe a journal sheet with the deco and the florals probably. So I didn't have a whole lot to work with compared to, you know, other things, because I got this one in a D-stash. And I really find it refreshing to have like an old school kit every once in or an old school style every once in a while. I think my only the only thing that is jarring to me is how like this doesn't necessarily go all straight across, and that's just because I kind of staggered the box. Not staggered, but like the boxes don't necessarily fit in a row, so my brain's just like but other than that, I still really love it. And this is the kit I chose for Father's Day, because even though I'm not a fan of cherries, my husband is a fan of cherries, so it gave me a reason to use this kit here. And this is where the sleep token obsession has started. Thanks, Sita. I'm just kidding though. I'm not ungrateful. But yeah, that is Cherry from miss+meow, which is, and this is a recipe kit, which her center box always has a recipe here. Usually also is indicative, or this like plaid gingham pattern is also indicative of her recipe kits. So if you ever see that, it's a recipe kit from miss+meow. Very characteristic. That's all I have to really say about this one. Yes, I forgot about you. This is Daydream from the Pretty Pink. It's from the Pretty Pink Co. It is foiled in hollow. The story behind this collection is I originally wasn't gonna get it. I really, really, really wanted to get it. I remember talking to Christine and being like, I really want this, Christine, but I really don't need it. I shouldn't get it. And she's like, I mean, you can if you want. But I'm like, no, I really shouldn't. And she's like, yes, be strong. And then Jess, doing her PR thing, was like, it's available in hollow. And I was like, no, it wasn't. I was like, Jess, since when was it available in hollow? And she's like, well, I mentioned it to my heck how gorgeous this would look in hollow. And I was like, there, no, take my money. It's hollow. Hollow pushed me over the edge there. Hollow was like, yep, okay, gotta have it now. And if you've been around, hollow is definitely my favorite foil color. I know it's not for everybody, but it's just so magical. It's a rainbow. Like, it's just so magical, and I feel like hollow really works well with the pastels here. I always try to do a hollow kit for the first day of summer, which is not marked on here. It is, I feel like it's the 21st or 20th. Maybe it's the 20th. It's one of these 2 days. But I always use a hollow kit for the first day of summer. For the longest time I had Starlight Papers Coast slotted in here, but for me, June, like the first day of summer, June is still kind of like spring. So I wanted to keep with the spring kind of nature in the pastels. But this also kind of felt like a little bit like a summer kit, you know, with the dock and hot air balloons. So I felt like it was a good, for me, transition kit between the 2 months. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember to show you how my bridge looked all together. And yeah, I just really love the hot air balloons, the pastel colors. I don't normally like gravitate towards these kind of light, airy colors, but something with the hollow just really does it for me. Hollow plus the pastels, perfect combination. So that is this. Yeah, I know I used this because it was the first day of summer, somewhere in here, one of these two. And then after that, we have, is this the final kit? Okay, yeah, this will be the final kit that we're going to be looking at. This is for the week of June 23rd through the 29th. This is our trip to Baltimore. And since I wanted to mark a lot of things, I did a Dutch door, which is, I'm trying to think. I know Coco does them a lot, and Shanice from Planners and Tacos does them every once in a while. I haven't really seen one recently. but I wanted to use a Dutch door, so I was able to allot 2 columns for these days that we were actually in Baltimore. This is a Sadie stickers mystery. This is the May 24 mystery. I chose it because of the coastal vibes, and Baltimore is like a coastal city, so it made sense to me. I also pulled in a Petite Tuesday from Hello Petite Paper, which I believe did end up being a collection in her shop. I just don't remember what the name of it is. So I used a lot of the Petite Tuesdays to help create this Dutch door. And yes, my Dutch door is a little jank because I thought the washi trim was mirrored. Turns out it's not. And what's interesting is that some of the Sadie stickers kits, they are mirrored, and some of them they're not. So I'm not really sure what warrants when it's mirrored or not. But that's just a note. If you try anything with the Dutch door, check to make sure things are mirrored that need to be mirrored. And for, oh yeah, there's more Petite Tuesday stuff in here for the sidebar. And then these June, well, these individual letters for June from Dash of Sun, which I really like the size of these. And yeah, so these first 3 days were not Baltimore, but the back end of the weekend, technically Monday, were a long weekend to Baltimore. I really like what I did here with the call outs. And yeah, really pretty kit. Very monochrome. I mean, I know there's debate, like the tan, but very cohesive in its color palette, and I feel like it fit the kind of nautical nature of Baltimore really well. So that's why I did that, and that is the final spread we will be looking at in this flip through. So now on to superlatives. Let's back it up. So let's go to April. April. I think I'm going to have to give April to, I'm pretty sure this is called Chasing Rainbows. This collection here, it's just bright and fun, and it just makes me happy, and has the pops of hollow. So I'm going to give April to this one, with the Sadie stickers collection being a close second. I just love the purple stormy nature of it all. It's just, it's something very much up my alley. This is, like, if you asked me at the beginning of the year, I feel like I would have really leaned, I feel like my style, I would have described my style as very moody colors, very deep, rich colors. So to have like these bright pops every once in a while, it just makes me really happy. I think I already know what my top for this quarter is. So we're going to skip. Oh no, we're not going to skip. Sorry, I'm just silly. We're not going to skip because the top for the quarter is definitely in June. So for May, May is a tough one. May for me is definitely between Lilac Dreams and Wings. And I think by the tiniest, bittiest bit, I'm going to give May to Wings. I just really like how shiny this spread is. I really love how whimsical it is. I didn't even call out the month call out. Is in these double boxes here. It's got a kitty. It's got kitty cats. It's got butterflies. So it's very by just the smallest margin. I think Wings beats this out. And this is really gorgeous too. But I think I just did a little bit, like I achieved my vision a little bit better in Wings. Plus I don't know, I like gold. I like the gold with this collection. And then for June and for the quarter, I'm just trying to pick the second. I think the second will actually go to Cherry, my runner-up for the quarter. Not the quarter, for June. It's actually going to go to Cherry. But definitely the winner for June and the winner for the month, the quarter, is going to be Daydream by the Pretty Pink Co. I mean, it's just stunning. I feel like it also would look stunning in silver. I'm not sure what, I feel like it was probably offered in all of the foils, but this is such a light, airy collection. I feel like everyone needs this in some foil color in their collection. It's just so whimsical and light and fun, and like it makes your heart lighter to like look at it. In my opinion, it makes my heart like feel light, and it makes me feel lighter when I look at it, and having the hollow just makes it so much more fun. So I think this is going to be my top choice for the month. And with that, we will conclude the Q2 flip. I do have, let me see here. Quarter 3 ends in September. Oh no, I'm still working on September. Plus it's not written in yet, but so Q3 maybe by the end of the year. Fingers crossed I get going. I should. That is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would love it if you gave the video a little like. Leave a comment with any of your thoughts down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your top choices for the month? What's your top choice for the quarter? And I would be so happy if you subscribe to my little channel here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!